It is live. We are live. You are live. Are you alive? Are you alive? Is everybody alive? Everybody's alive. Or nobody's alive. God knows. Boot fast. Straight into Shadow Hurts. Which, Shadow Hurts is actually something to do with sound manipulation. It's the shadow between the wave. Fuck knows. Fuck cares. Sack North. Oh, sack him off. Or fuck him off, one of the two. Congratulations, continue. Congratulations or continue. Either one, that's fine. For those of you who didn't know, which is basically anybody watching, I suppose, we are not in the same place as we left off last time because we went training for a short period. We didn't do much training in the end. I believe possibly one level and an ability, but otherwise not a whole lot of doings. Loading has occurred. Loading has indeed occurred. What we're doing is we're popping over to Shanghai and we're just going to deal with the Kuwait Tower because that is our next goal. And I discovered, by looking it up, I discovered the pit fights available. The only one of any real merit or worth is the one where you get the Anne's crucifix from Yuri's one. The other two are literally just money, and that is entirely unnecessary. Okay, the one thing I will do first, and it means some backtracking already, I know. Didn't you literally just say we're going to go straight into the Kuwait Tower? Yes, I did. But unfortunately, what we actually have to do is pop back out to Shanghai, pop back to Huawei, and finally we want to pop into the inn in order to possibly either do what I believe is the final opportunity in this section. No. Oh, no, he's not here. Okay. Do we actually... Well, we do actually have a reasonable chunk of change, which is why what I want to do is pop over here, pop into this place, pop over here, pop to this man. Hello, you dirty old man. Hello, yes, I'd like some acupuncture. Let's get the final attack for Yuri. Let's balance it out with a little bit of extra hit area. Not that it makes all that much difference. If it wasn't obvious, and it's not, I'm trying to do it to the song. Nambu pistol, let's get that. Alright, let's get second level, and for that third, primarily that third chunk of hers, the third segment, is so thin to start off with, it is rather useful. Right, and we'll just try and spend... I mean, yeah, not really much hope of getting that, so I suppose I could widen them, but might as well just save my money. We'll go one of each for Mr. Zhuzhen, because at the end of the day, Zhuzhen is mostly just kind of there and then using magic in the bosses. I know that seems a little bit unfair to poor Zhuzhen. Zhuzhen's just there. Well, he is. I mean, he's an old man with a stick. I mean, you can't really expect him to be beating the enemies to death. Although, it is a fucking magnificent stick. Let's get some rest. That's the primary thing I wanted to do whilst I was here. Because I want to start with a full head of hair. No, a full health bar. A full healthy health bar of hair. A hairy health bar? Ooh, no. I wonder if there's probably a game that does a hairy health bar. Not that you'd really want a hairy health bar, but nonetheless. Right, let's double check some equipment. We do have a pedometer, we do have Flare Brooch and Leonardo's Bear. More mung beans. Not 100% sure what a mung bean is. I've heard the phrase, and one assumes it's a bean of some kind, but I don't know precisely what sort of bean it is. Better than a dung bean, which is a slightly different letter, but a very different thing. Keep running into that fucking vase-looking thing. Don't know why. It's just sort of in there in the middle in the path. Right. So in that central area, I believe we need the Black Dragon. Unfortunately, we don't have the Black Dragon, so we're going to have to go and find the Black Dragon. I mean, it's essentially eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Whether we go upstairs or stick to the downstairs area. I think for now we'll stick to the downstairs area because it's probably, as loosely guessed, a dead end. There is an R Phoenix VP. Will you take the R Phoenix? Let's have the R Phoenix. Ah, Phoenix. Right, so we can't take the Phoenix. Oh, there's a love heart. You've received the erotic book, as we all want. The only thing we could ever want in life is the erotic book. Right, so yes, we're going to have to put the votive picture back. Let's do it. Oh, I see. Okay, so what I can probably do is put the black tortoise in there. Yeah, so as long as there is... Yes, I suppose let's have a closer look at the erotic book. I believe the erotic book is actually classified as a valuable. Of course it is. It's an erotic book. There we go. Legendary magazine. Shanghai Angels. There you go. You can have a good look at the front cover. And I suppose Shanghai is where we are, and that's still Chinese language, isn't it? So, what's this? The famous literary journal and pin-up magazine Shanghai Angels. Why would that be such a valuable item? Maybe I'll find out in the future. I hadn't 100% planned on that being quite such a dirty laugh, but I suppose it goes with the general theme. But yes, that turned out to be quite the dirty laugh, quite the filthy bastard. Oh. There's a hole just right for inserting a votive picture. Above it is a picture of a turtle. Son of a bitch. Forget the stupid hole, because I've already put the fucking black tortoise. I mean, interestingly enough, I think they call it a black tortoise, but they're calling it they're calling it a turtle. Unless that's a red herring, which would be very strange considering they've definitely called it a turtle. First go, and boom. Oh, Shanghai Angels is the book title. I got a nasty... These ones, yeah, these guys are essentially naked. I feel like I should possibly put like a sensor bar over, but I don't have the ability to just do that on the fly, which is precisely where you need the sensor bar, straight across the fly. In fact, I need him to do his flies off so that he's not dangling his sort of pubic area out and around. But yes, they are sort of fundamentally naked and have quite a shadowy, sort of potentially... Whoa, Yuri, you're on fucking fire, son! And I haven't even fused into Inferno! With a fire gag for you. I love how you explain your jokes. Yeah, I know. It's a very useful trait for anybody who's not keeping up and paying attention. Yeah, it's not ridiculous and stupid at all, is it? No, obviously not. Right, well, we'll check this door. The door is tightly shut, unlike these demons' legs. Just a few pictures of various ocean liners. Okay, interesting. I suppose I can't necessarily deny. Right, so I think I'm going to try putting the Red Phoenix in. No, let's leave the Red Phoenix where it is. I think, though, yeah, the door is tightly shut. What I need to do there is I need to have the tortoise back, but unfortunately... And yeah, above it is a picture of a turtle. But I'm fairly certain the only option that even resembles a turtle is actually a tortoise. And a turtle and a tortoise are two separate things. So that's something to note for... Oop, they do... Sometimes random battles can get in the way. I'm not going to lie. Country, heaven, sea and above. I see. Bullshit, you see. No, I understand what you mean. Well, I didn't understand. Now I do, because you've told me. Is there anything you can say that's actually accurate to this situation? No, not at all. As I say, they've got a concerning level of nudity on the screen there. I don't think it's actual nudity. I don't think we're in the danger zone. Plus, let's be honest, who's going to fucking report this? Nobody's here. Ba-da-da-da-da. Beat that kappa down with your stick. Oh! I've worked out a shortcut. I know it's taken me several weeks, but I have nonetheless worked out a shortcut. I'm going to go with the shortcut. Hello, hello, hello. To the power of 7. There you go. That skips several steps and probably makes it feel a lot less worthwhile. But nonetheless, it is exactly the same end result, but with half as much calculation. Shorthand for the win. And why do I enter the stream when you're already talking about nudity? Because unfortunately, one of these enemies, and you'll see it in battle, but I think, yeah, a monster. So, Evil Soul 3 to... that's not the Evil Soul we want. Prototype Wind Shear. Oh, that's what the P stood for! That's what the P stood for. Prototype. It's the Prototype Wind Shear. The Shadow, there we go. Ghost of a Lost Monk. It spreads a vicious odour and looks into your face from behind. Loves people's misfortunes and despises happiness. It roams the shadow of Kauai Tower. But it's alarmingly naked. Like sort of get banned levels of alarmingly naked, but not quite. I mean, there's actually, strictly speaking, there's no dangly bits. There's no dangly bits and there's no nips. And I think that means, basically, we're safe. Despite the fact that, watch it, it's coming at you. Ah! It's coming at you again! But it's a concerning shadow, isn't it, really? And the only real explanation for that level of shadowing is pubes. It's pubes. Pubes. Barney McGroobs. Cuthbert Dibblin Groobs. Okay, so above it is a picture of a bird. Well, in that case, let's stick my picture in it. That's right, I said picture. The candle lit up and I heard a key turning in a lock. Sweet. I've opened a door. Also, I suppose one other crucial thing you missed. You weren't actually particularly late, but nonetheless, one of the first things we picked up, of course, was this. What? Shanghai Angels? Dude. I got myself an erotic book. And that's nothing to do with the game, that's just what I fancied when I went out to the shops. So yes, we have ourselves an erotic book. We have ourselves a laser beam. Laser. Ah, the white tiger. The white tiger. Ouch! I don't know if that actually does damage or not. Like proper damage. No, Yuri was 298 of 298, so it is 298. Yes, it is hardcore Japanese bonus, isn't it? Picking up an erotic novel or erotic book. Right, I am going to require. No, I'm not. I've got the votive picture that I require. This whole thing is a little bit back and forth, I think. If memory serves, we are going to be going up and down these stairs because it's one of those ones where at its most efficient you have to go up and down the bloody stairs several billion times. And let's face facts, I'm going to probably make several mistakes, which means it's going to tenfold the up and down the bloody stairs all bloody night. So you may have to embrace and endure. Oh, lovely jubbly Marguerite. It's a shame it was entirely wasted. I do apologise that you went all perfect and then no, nothing. Could you hurry up and... There you go, mate. There you go. You do your lovely little attack boost that took far, far too long, and then Yuri's going to come along and kick the shit out of you in one turn. Or not. Yuri, you made me into a liar, you prick. Shushen. Why'd you have to be a dickhead? There's a Lost Heaven bar in Shanghai. There's a Heaven bar all over the place. Because there's one, I'm fairly certain, in the Yakuza games, there's a Heaven-based title for a bar. In Kamurocho. Oh god, I've got to worry about that as well. I forgot about that bloody thing. Right, so what the fuck picture do I have? So this is the black tortoise. Yes, I will have the black tortoise. Now, the other one I have on me is the white tiger, yes. Now, I've not found a purpose for the white tiger yet, but I do have a purpose for this save point for starters. Just keep saving, in case one of these nasty buggers decides to come along and get the better of you, because you never know, you misfortune. The moment you get overconfident is the moment this game will come up, take a shit all over your face, and then rub it in for good measure. And there we go, tortoise apparently same as turtle. It's not, but that's the game's logic. I suppose perhaps Yuri's supposed to be an idiot, and he looks at it and goes, I think that might be a turtle, despite the obvious fact that there's only a tortoise votive picture. Is this going to be another votive picture? The Black Dragon VP! Superb. Can we get in this door? It seems to be locked from the inside. Oh dear. That means we have to go back down the stairs, and then we go for the wiggle beam. Ah, back attack. Fuck. It's all on you, Zhuzhen. A tortoise is a kind of turtle? I don't think it is. I think any scientific mind would besmirch that notion, or be besmirched by that notion, rather. They would besmirch you after you besmirch the notion that a tortoise is a kind of turtle. I'm fairly certain they are two completely different creatures. I might be wrong. To a certain extent, they may be absolutely fucking related. I'm not going to lie. There may be a common ancestor that actually does link them together, but I'm fairly certain most people would consider a turtle and a tortoise two different creatures. For a tortoise, I believe, is primarily, if not entirely, a land-based creature, and a turtle is mostly water, but I can't deny it, a turtle may very well be amphibious. As in, yeah, amphibious works land and sea, isn't it? Or land and water. Whereas I'm fairly certain tortoises, not so much. They would probably sink and drown. Whereas a turtle can actually deal with being underwater. And can swim, which is of particular use when you're underwater. Now say I would suggest terrapins are a kind of turtle. But, as I say, this whole thing is based on no significant knowledge whatsoever. So I have no clue, is the honest truth. But, as I say, I get the impression, to sound smart, I should be suggesting that turtles are not tortoises. Sure, let's have it, yes. That's true, sea turtles perhaps would be, but certainly ninja turtles... and I know, well, I'm sorry, wait, no, I don't think you're supposed to be basing this on ninja turtles, are you? Can I just clarify, the entirety of your knowledge is based on the ninja turtles? Yes. Right. I think you've just highlighted your lack of qualifications in this entire conversation. Yes. Yes, I think so as well. The candle lit up, but nobody knows what it does. Oh dear, what can the matter be? I have no idea. So we're gonna have to have a wander to try and find out what exactly that's doing. I see. We're both basing it on stuff we have no real clue about. That sums up the human thing quite nicely, doesn't it? Because there's two people having a conversation where neither side has any information that's guaranteed or accurate. That is truly beautiful to behold. And I think that does sum up human nature quite nicely. But yeah, well, I mean, sewers are technically semi-aquatic because you've got sewer water and then sewer non-water. technical, as always. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's... Oh, that's... Oh, well, I was genuinely about to use the statement, look, we've seen the invisible ring. Have we? Have we really seen the invisible ring? But yes, we have now seen that you can get an invisible ring, which is what you strive for every time you go for that anal bleaching. You're just going for that invisible ring. But yes, you really had to emphasise the butt there, didn't you? I didn't have to, but for some reason it just naturally happened. Yes. Man with half the facts in heated debate with man with zero facts. Right, I don't know... I don't really know what the dragon one did. Which is a fucking problem. It's a fucking problem. Yes, it's a fucking problem. So I think... I've got a feeling... And when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Which means I'll just be nipping off for 10-15 minutes. Entertain yourselves, as I will be doing when I go off for my sexual healing. No, the crucial thing is I think I left the fucking turtle behind, didn't I? Or did I? The black tortoise. Super, right. The black tortoise in there. That means that all the seals seems to have been broken. Good. Good. At least I think it's good. So I think the door is now open. With the book. Oh, yes. With Shanghai Angels. Yes, exactly. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, Yuri. You beauty, Yuri. You are doing really well today, Yuri. I don't know precisely why, but for some reason, Yuri is on top form with his Judgment Ring. and I know, technically, aren't you in charge of his Judgment Ring? Technically, yes, but... You've seen how badly I'm doing with some of the other characters' Judgment Rings, so it's it is slightly weird that Yuri seems to be exclusively doing really rather well. Come on, hurry up, mate. Nobody needs to see your fighting spirit, especially when you start sort of pounding like that, pulsing against the camera with your crotch in everybody's face. They have got some weird noises in this game. There is no two ways around it. And some weird animations. It's just a weird game, isn't it, really? Arguably, it is pretty much why I love this game. Because it's fucking weird from start to finish. And just fucking weird in all the right ways. Well, I really didn't want that to be green. I should probably go back and deal with that. Do you remember the last time you decided not to deal with it? I do. Cock. Right. So, the door is not the solution. The door is definitely not the solution. What's really weird is that corridor there, exclusively that corridor I just went through, for some reason that is a slowdown corridor. Now I hope it is exclusively that corridor, in the sense that literally throughout the entire game only that corridor is going to slow down in terms of the gameplay. The cutscene we've seen has had a couple of slowed down periods previously, but in terms of the gameplay it's been fairly solidly running here. But yeah, it's weird that that one corridor seems to make it go, no, can't play properly, no, sorry, can't do it. I mean, weird games can be pretty good, and I have played my fair share of weird games. Shadow Hearts possibly being one of those games almost at the top of the list, because it is a peculiar one, and it really did. I know we've discussed this in the past, but it really did influence my design ethic when it comes to this sort of game, because I absolutely adore the eclectic band of misfits that should in no way, shape or form be left responsible for saving the world. And I think that's why I've found such a love for Dungeons and Dragons, because each person certainly in our group, each person has sort of popped off, thought about what they want their character to be, come back with something, and all sort of like 5 have been like, all 5 of these characters are kind of quirky and peculiar, and probably should not be left in charge of anything, let alone rescuing the day. So, and I think most of my, any time I've ever tried to design a game, I've almost always exclusively gone and headed towards that sort of path of, hey look, I'm choosing a weird character who's going to ally themselves with an even weirder one. And in fairness, at the moment we've got the rude hero, the church girl, the genius spy, and the old exodusist. That's 4 reasonably peculiar choices, but at least all based relatively real. You can be a exorcist in a, not real sense, but in a people believed it sort of sense. You can be a spy, you can be a little church girl, and you can definitely be a rude fucking hero. So that's not too bad, but the game goes weirder. In fact, I don't know. It's difficult to say. It depends on how long Kawaii Tower lasts. But we might actually find possibly one of my favourite characters in the game. It's difficult to say whether I think it's more or less, because Marguerite is pretty high on the list of favourites. But the next guy, there's something so bizarre about him that I absolutely adore, and it's wonderful. And when they sort of developed the idea across the next 2 games, it was even better. Right, so I don't honestly know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. My only assumption, I feel like that there must be a way of opening that grate, because there's a chest behind it, but I think maybe the electrofield has gone, and a save point has arrived. So, right. You know how I said the other? Yeah. You know how I said the others look like they were naked? I'll just let you process that for a moment. Just let you process the process those guys. Yeah. We'll try and I mean, I can't judgment ring anymore, because holy shit, had I forgotten these guys. the way it jiggles. Oh, and the way, if you watch, when they die, it momentarily goes absolutely fucking erect. I think I'm going to read the information. About that enemy, because I'm fairly confident it is not meant to be what it obviously looks like. But we will have a look. And no, they're not called the man snakes. Spawned from evil, malicious ghost of an entrepreneur, killed by his own family, the protrusion in the nether region commits hideous... Oh, they've made it worse. The protrusion in the nether region commits hideous acts. Brother of vengeance demon. Who's here? Born from evil spirits of the city. It may also be the ghost of a poet who sold out his colleagues after repeated torture. So, enjoy the full attack pattern, because that's full-fledged willy whacking. That's a full-fledged willy whack right there. Plus, I think it's got a small head. It's got a small head under the big head. I don't genuinely know if that's deliberate or whether that's some kind of graphical glitch, but do please enjoy the rage demons. Oh, boom. But I think technically speaking, it's They did specify, though, nether regions, didn't they? I was going to try and get away with saying it was meant to be like an umbilical cord, and that's why it's a little higher than necessarily the nether regions, but the game itself just straight went, it's a willy. Ah, shock. Alice. What the fuck is going on, Alice? They knew. No, they knew. In fairness, they definitely knew. Yuri. I'm going to walk slowly over to you. You've met my penis monsters. Congratulations. You've made it all the way here despite rather heavy security. And by heavy, I mean penis-filled. No matter. You are too late to stop my Demon's Gate invocation. The ultimate Nine Heavens magic. What was this game rated again? Not as high as I think you're thinking at this point. I don't think it was rated like an 18, but oh dear. It's one of those monsters where you're never quite ready for it because your brain scrubs. Your brain has scrubbed that completely out, and then they show up, and then you remember. And I didn't actually need to see the penis before remembering the penis, because all I needed to see was that back profile, and my brain went, great, I'm going to have to spend years scrubbing the penises from my brain again, which is a hell of a phrase. You'll never change, Dwight. I'm ashamed to have a brother. Dwight is Shushen's brother. I don't know if we ever established that. I think I established it. I think I spoiled it for you, but nonetheless, at this point, brother has been confirmed by the game, I believe. Higher than you'd think, but lower than you'd hope. Oh, dear. Some questionable stuff they got past the radar. Not half. But still, I'm ashamed to have a brother who's twice strayed from the right path. So I figured I'd deliver the last rites I failed to deliver 15 years ago. I didn't have to see the Venus to remember it. That's it. That's the one. That's why I came all this way to see you. Yes, Zhu Zhen and Duai are brothers. Ha! Still alive, eh, Zhu Zhen? You will lose, just as you did 15 years ago. I'll make you beg for mercy if you survive. This Demon's Gate invocation is quite different from last time, you see. Sorry, pal, but there won't be any invocation. Detestable Harmonix, a boy. Son of that monster Hugo. You think you can stop me? Like father, like son. Kawaii Tower will be your grave. Take this. Oh, your little wiggle arms. It's like the infamous dildo bat, yes. Good old Saints Row. Badger Devil. A badger devil. A badger devil. I've got a badge of the devil. Fighting spirit, yes please. Dinky dink. Nice. Perfection. I believe perfection just raises up the... Yes, rather than 15%, I get the full, whatever, 18%. Now, do we want to scout? Yes, I think I do. I don't... is that looking earth or wind? I suppose let's scout it out and find out. Let's find out its element. Not that I can really do anything if it's wind. No, I can't really do anything if it's earth. I literally only have water as an option, so... Oh! How very convenient. Right, well, we're going to be getting our flush on and getting ourselves some aqua edges. Now, I think, weirdly enough, and it is slightly peculiar, but I think what I can do is I can put an aqua edge on a fire monster. So I can put the aqua edge on Yuri. And that is, to me, slightly strange. Not 100% convinced you should be able to do that, but nonetheless, you can. So at least I'm going to try it. As I say, fairly certain this will work. So I'm going to pour the flush on Yuri, and now he is going 18% above his usual astonishing attack strength, mixed with the fact that he is using the opposing element with the Aqua Edge. So Yuri, basically, unfucking stoppable. He shall not be stopped. Let's heal up Marguerite, although having said that, I've just done the maths in my head, and Zhu Zhen, less health. And by maths, I mean I looked at the numbers and realised his was smaller. Fireball! Well, if I hadn't known you were fire, I'd have been able to guess. So, I think what we'll try and do is kick the shit out of him with Yuri. There you go, yes, you can see the Aqua Edge upon Yuri's punches now. What we'll also do is put the Aqua Edge on Marguerite. Although, having said that, I think that thing might be flagging already. Which is... I mean, that is a couple of rounds of punching from Yuri and that thing is flagging. Now, granted, this is only sort of a sub-boss, if that. If you can even call it a sub-boss. Oh, Zhu Zhen. Top form, friend. Top form. Rasshole! But I've got a feeling that Yuri... that was disappointing, Yuri, but nonetheless, you fucking killed it. Well done. As I say, it's only going to be a sub-boss. That's certainly not the big boss of the tower. But nonetheless, I mean, whew, we really did rip it a new one there. And we got our level 2 fire summon. Fire fusion, which is always good because, as I've said in the past, fire, without doubt, fire is one of the elements that I lean towards because it is sort of, gorgeous. The ability to sort of fighting spirit is just wonderful. Plus, you become a 4-armed punching machine. Who's not going to enjoy that? The only ones that possibly trump me going fire is if I happen to have a specific element that's useful, or the ultimate fusions sort of towards the end game. What's with these small fry? They want to buy you time. But it wouldn't be any fun if I didn't try. And you clearly didn't try because that was a piece of piss. I think I can do a cheeky little save. I can, and I will. Tell you what I'm also going to do. I'm going to do a cheeky little tent. If I can find the tents. Tent, please. Tent me, baby. Tent me. Okay, so Seal of Life. I'm going to give that straight to Yuri. Seal of Strength. I'm going to give straight to Yuri. I'm going to hold my hands up. I'm not getting the most out of these seals. If you use them in battle, you can use the Judgment Ring to get them higher. However, I tried that, and their Judgment Ring is A, a very small segment, and B, just you're using it in battle, and I suppose you can almost justify it. I think luck can go to Yuri as well. Almost any stat increase is probably going to go to Yuri because it will make him the purest of the pure killing machines, as I often do in all of my sort of RPGs with stat boosting items. I bias the main character. Do you want to know why? That's right. Because he's the main fucking character. The lock of the gate opened. The gate we couldn't get access to. Superb. Whoopsies. The chest we were interested in. You received Talisman of Wisdom. I believe the talismans are all doodahs. Whoopsie doodles, we're back down the stairs. Now we're back up the stairs. Now we're back down the stairs. Now I'm going to save again because I've opened the door and I've grabbed an item. And yes, over-saving is a viable tactic. Right. And away we go. This time we may actually get forward in a sort of... we'll progress in a forwardly direction. Hey, old man. How about I kick the shit out of you? Yes. The main character is a good idea because he is in the party for the most part. Let's begin, shall we? In truth, you should be on your knees giving thanks for the chance to witness such an event. Wait a second, valorization went out of style a long time ago, old timer. You're so last year.
Alice, the time to unleash the power that sleeps within you has come.
The four gods are sealed. And in fairness, I think I might have helped with that a little bit, because I put those pictures in the slots in order to get up here, but I don't know if that's true or not. I call thee with storm, fire, and quake. Let the valorization commence. Do it. Yeah. It's the one thing I probably wouldn't be able to do as a voice actor, and that's the screaming parts. Alice! Oh, you fucker. Get the fuck out of my way, you little shit. It's too late. The spirit machine of Kauai Tower will siphon off all of Alice's life energy. The mandala of hell shall open, and the seraphic radiance will be summoned. The seraphic radiance? I don't know what you're in French. Shushan, you've been French all this time. Fucking hell. You mean you're not plotting to carry out the demon's gratification? You're gonna do a different accent again. Correct. This magic is far more complex than the simple invocation used to summon an earth spirit. It can't be. I suppose I should keep you entertained while the tower fills with Alice's life energy. Now, you shall taste the wrath of Earth Sage Dwai, true ruler of the nine heavens. Wah ha ha ha! Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. Gonna kick the shit out of you like I kick the shit out of everything else. Hey, old man. He's an old man with a stick as well. Look at that. Fusion, Inferno. Gonna fuck him up with punching. Gonna fuck him up with punching. I've got forearms and they were built for punching. I'm fairly certain he does actually. He does unfold the two arms that he's got folded. I really wanted that perfect, but I did risk. I've risked everything for a single perfect, and maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. Right, secret weapons. Weirdly, my guess is because he's the brother of Zhu Zhen, he might be fire as well. Because Zhu Zhen is fire based, if you were interested, if you were unaware. If you're interested, Yuri is dark element, Zhu Zhen is fire element, so yeah, brother is fire element as well. Marguerite is water element, or aqua element, whatever you fancy, and Alice is light element, and then later on we do find the other two elements. Well, that was, I mean, it was simple enough, but not hugely sort of interesting. Right, let's just twat him with Zhu Zhen's staff. Pow, 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 pow. You're an asshole! Right, we don't need any more specials. All we need to do is pow, pow, pow. As I've mentioned in the past, the first, if you look at the chunks of damage there, the first one is always ever so slightly more. It's about double. You sort of get like a... If I had to put a percentage on it, I would say you're looking at like the first attack is 100, then you're looking at like a 50 and then a 40%er. Something along those lines. That's not necessarily the exact mathematics, but it's something along those lines. And so it's often worthwhile, even if you don't get the good and perfect, it's often worthwhile at least getting that nice, because then you're getting extra damage on top of your most damaging your most damaging attack. So there is some strategy involved. If you're going to miss any, miss the last one, as it doesn't make as much difference. Right, aqua edges all round. I say all round. I mean, I keep just not caring about the old man. I feel bad for not giving a shit about the old man, but the old man is the old man who really, I couldn't give a shit about him. I mean, he's a moderately useful character, and so, you know, he's worthwhile having in the party. Did you see that? Nah, see, his last attack is a dirty little crotch grab. You watch him, if he does that full attack again, it's a dirty little crotch grab. In fact, I suppose technically, you could always, if the clip thing is available, you could go into the clip thing and keep watching him to see if I'm correct in him doing a dirty little crotch grab. But I'm reasonably confident in saying the old boy does a dirty little crotch grab at the end of his full combo, because he's a dirty old man. Right, I'm not going to bother improving Zhu Zhen's attack. Basically, Zhu Zhen at the moment, he is here for heals and a little extra damage. That's it. Oh my god, the man is flagging already. I really hope your Magnard is fucking effective. Guess what? Fucking wasn't. So Yuri's gonna have... just having a little field. Yeah, he just goes in for a little crutch field. But it is his robo sort of arm. It's his prosthetic robo arm, so it does have claws on it, which is kind of unfortunate. I panicked for a split second. It's one of those ones where the moment you think too much about the Judgment Ring, that's the point where the Judgment Ring goes, oh, fuck you, you missed. It's got to end up being muscle memory and instinct. That's the crucial thing. Oh, that would be bad. Thank you. Fighting Spirit's worn off. He's flagging though, so I'm not going to reapply the Fighting Spirit. Especially if I get a perfect. I do still have the Aqua Edge. He's dead. Are you going to double boss me? I don't know if you do. I can't remember. But there is every possibility. Hermit's Staff. That's a new staff for Zhu Zhen. We've stole the old man's stick. And we got 3 more Fire Souls. Damn you. Such skill. Such skill to push the buttons. Give it up, Dewey. Don't be panting yet, Yuri. This is not over, my friend.
Fool, you think you've won. Time is on my side. The girl's spirit has filled the tower. We are but moments away from the final act.
Stop, you damn dirty old man. Nobody wants your crotch grabbing. Fucker. Alice, you okay? She's had her entire energy siphoned off into a tower. Of course she's not okay, you Charlie. Yuri, you came, and everybody. You came. I almost thought that said you came on everybody, which... Oh, Yuri, you dirty young bastard. A lot of spunk in that kid. A lot of spunk. She's had nearly all of the life energy sucked out of her body. We need to do something right away. We need to put some life energy back in the girl. I'm okay. We must stop Dewey and the Demon's Gate invocation. But how? Isn't it too late? Oh. Yeah, fucking voice in my head. Listen carefully, you can hear things. Please. Please. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Just a little bit. You know what I'm looking for. Just a little bit. A little bit more. What was that light and that voice? Oh, Alice, you've regained your strength. We are all hearing the voice, and the voice is significant. And when we introduce who the voice is, I will explain the significance. Because I don't necessarily think you'd understand the significance without an explanation as to why it's significant. And I know that sounds a little bit sort of... that sounds very patronising, doesn't it? Oh, you won't understand until I explain the significance. But it is a bit of a sort of... It's a slightly obscure... If you hadn't heard of Shadow Hearts, for instance, if you've not heard of Shadow Hearts, you're unlikely to have heard of the significance behind the voice. So it's not quite as patronising as it perhaps sounded at first. The voice gave me back my power with that gentle light. I can fight. Of course you can. Goodbye, old man. Are you fucking serious? You're fucking getting rid of the old man the moment the young girl comes back in? Yes, I fucking am. She is exceedingly good at healing. He is not. Off you pop. It's been a while since I've heard that damn voice. She's watching over us. Let's go. Alright, let's form a party then. Let's form a party. Fuck saving the world from the Demon's Gate invocation. Let's just party on. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. The old man can't leave the party. Okay, I think... Oh no, Alice has been automatically levelled. I don't want the old man. I don't want the old man. I think I'm going to have to... Because having Marguerite as a second damager is good. Having Zhuzhen as a healer, not so good. But not being allowed to get rid of Zhuzhen... Alright, this is it, do I? Time to rock. Are you going to give me a cheeky little save? No. Yes. No. I think Japanese army arrives. In explosive fashion. Oh, what?
Get your asses moving. Secure the entire tower. Get those asses moving. Those asses need to be waggled with the penis monsters. Watch out for those. Otherwise they'll really get your ass.
Okay, so we've got a hard time limit.
The Japanese army are on their way.
But they're the good Japanese army.
Oh, this is the end of the Kawaii Tower. You will show Tokyo you've done your job. Just like you hoped, Shanghai will become a stronghold for the Japanese army.
So it will.
What happened? Is something wrong?
No. They're still fighting above, right?
Yes. The monsters near you and we were able to get in thanks to their keeping Dwyer busy. It's quite astonishing that your plan to storm Kawaii Tower has gone so smoothly.
Still fighting him, too. Very well. We'll fight those monsters, too. To the top of the tower.
Yes, man. Oh, you almost left me behind, man.
Right, I believe I can. Oh, hello.
Everything was good up to this point. All that remains is Dwyer. Please do your best. Do you wish to change your party?
No, I'm fine. This wasn't ordered by my superior.
Are you up to the challenge?
Count me in. Okay, Warlock Earrings could be beneficial. Star Swallow not quite so much. Ugh, God, I hate this fucking lottery system. I genuinely fear that because I have the ability to save slot scum this, eventually I'm going to end up save slot scumming this. Although I think for the really pertinent items you end up regular save scumming the lottery because it's such annoyance.
Nope, nothing doing. I got me some tissues, which is only useful for the Shanghai Angels booklet. I bought some things.
Any good? 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 No. Right. Now, I was reading things the other day. So I'm gonna buy 3 of those. Don't think this is the right accessory, but I think I did get a little cheeky spoiler at this boss, and I've got a feeling it does horrible status ailments, and that makes me want to buy more anti-status ailment items so that I can then restart the inevitable loss and do it better. But that could prove troublesome, so we'll have to wait and see to a certain extent. Right, I think it's time to use... I'll tell you what we can do. It's time to use... Nope, because Alice isn't officially sort of with us. Unfortunately, unlike some games where your party is sort of with you, the party in this very much not with you. So you're basically... She just sort of goes into a pocket dimension. Horrible status effects. Is this a Legend of Heroes game? I don't know. What is Legend of Heroes? I don't recognise the title, or at least not off the top of my head. It doesn't ring the immediate bells that some do. I mean, in fairness, horrible status ailments is a sort of staple of any of these things. But do you know what? I really got a feeling I need Alice for this. And I know that seems silly. Can we get back through that door? Yes, we can. Okay. I think this is one of the best RPGs around, partly because, as we've discussed, the weirdness and general oddity of the characters, but also the fact that I am reasonably confident at no point does this game do that sort of "and you're locked in." So it's kind of quite good in that sense. Oh, now see, Trials of the Sky and Trials of Cold Steel. Those two I recognise. There's no turning back now. Unfortunately, there's also half speed now, which is troublesome, but oh well. Hopefully it's just for the conversation.
Fool, this time is at hand. The time is at hand.
Oh, the mandala of hell is drawn. The vessels of the gods of the four directions face the heavens. So, this is why you soiled 9 heavens' most sacred ground, the most secret magic of all. I understand now, do I? Even I understand now.
Correct. The ultimate skill of 9 heavens Taoist magic. The reverse Demon's Gate invocation. I'm doing it backwards. Because last time I did it forwards and it didn't bloody work. So now I've decided to do it backwards. Fuck you.
Oh, he's doing laser beams to space. Because he believes in heaven. What a loser. In fairness, Alice believes in heaven. What a loser. Yuri believes in voices in his head. What a... Fuck me, they're all losers, aren't they?
Prepare yourself, boy. The power of heaven, the power of God fills my body. Let us settle the score before I create a new world. This, I think, is a double bossing. I think he's about to double boss me.
Oh, he's turned into a demon man. Ah, petrification. That's the problem one. That's the problem one. Okay. Well, now we know. Now we know. And knowing is the entirety of this battle. The power of Christ compels him. The power of Christ has nothing on this guy. But the power of Yuri's fists, that on the other hand, didn't quite leave it long enough. But 15% is still quite reasonable. 18% is obviously higher, but 15% is still quite reasonable. Right, what we need to try and do... I don't know if I've actually got anti-fucking... Aha! Right. You know when I bought all those items... Yeah, none of them were anti being stoned. So I'm reasonably certain... I'm reasonably certain that is Yamaraja Calamity, for clarification. But... rather than Clemity.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Yeah, I could use some help here. So the benefit of this is I now have this knowledge, so I won't have to do it when I inevitably have to restart this. Ah, he is the nun element, so not a lot of point in adding water to our attacks, because it won't do anything. It won't do anything extra. Hooah! Right, this is an issue. Look at that, the power! He just raises his arm and does a shitload of damage to me. Now, yes, the problem we've got is our healer. I think we'll use our sniper rifle. Go snooper rifle! It's actually surprising. Snipe is an interesting one because it's surprisingly easy to do the perfect. But I suppose it's kind of based on the notion that it's almost perfect or miss because that judgment ring is so small, or the segment in the judgment ring is so small. Pow, 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 pow. But Crimson Flame. Oh, now is this the move I'm thinking of? I don't think so, but it might be. I mean, certainly. I don't know how this is going to come out on the microphone, but hear that rumble. And it's not the manoeuvre I was thinking it was. But nonetheless, you heard that rumblage. There was a lot of rumble for that stone manoeuvre. Right, we have problems. We have problems. We have problems. We've got problems. Problems. What are the problems? Well, my healer, he is stoned. And therefore, oh, and Yuri didn't do a very good job. My healer is stoned and I can't do much. I wonder if that will shatter. No, it will not shatter Zhuzhen. Okay. I'm not going to heal Zhuzhen because I've got a feeling that if he either dies or gets attacked, he might shatter. Now, shattering could do one of two things, based on my knowledge of past RPGs. It's either going to remove him from the battle entirely, or it's going to leave him unconscious and therefore I can revive him. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to remove the petrification, but I do have the ability to revive him. So, might be a case. And didn't you say it was very difficult to not get a perfect? Yeah, but I'm up to that challenge. That is the sort of challenge I am up to, entirely. Shoot him in the fucking face, 86 damage. I fear I'm not doing as much damage as I would like to be doing, which is inconvenient. The previous two fights have put sort of a bit of a cockiness to my stride, and now I'm facing off against like a proper boss, and this proper boss is kicking the shit out of me. So this is not the best, not the best at all. Oh dear, didn't really do that very well. Panicked and did it early. Fighting Spirits, unfortunately, Fighting Spirit literally wore off the moment you said, have you tried hitting him harder? And Yuri is silenced, so I can't do it again. So no, I have not tried hitting him harder, because I fucking can't. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Yamaraja Calamity's kicking the shit out of me. Arg. Stop it with the fucking flaming dragon. It's not big. It's actually quite big, isn't it? Oh, she's now silenced. That's a problem. I tell you one thing that's possibly slightly beneficial is the fact that because I didn't bring Alice, silence isn't as big of a problem. So, not as fussed about the lack of special manoeuvres until perhaps if I do get Zhuzhen back and he gets silenced, that's going to cause me issues. But at the moment, I'm just burning through my entire supply of items, which to a certain extent is... Oh, I really would have preferred you not to die, Marguerite. Really would have preferred you not to die. So I'm going to have to waste a turn of Yuri's in order to... Okay, I don't really need the MP, so we'll do 50%. And hopefully... Oh, that was risky. That was risky. That was an unnecessary risk. Abso-fucking-lutely. Right. Okay, let's get your health back up to snuff. No, I tried to risk it, but just failed on that occasion. But I've not wasted the big item. Bing, bing, bing. Perfect. That's the one. Now, I have got issues here with Marguerite's sanity. I don't think we can rely... Oh, we've got issues with Marguerite. Well, that technically, that solves the issue with her sanity, because she no longer has any turns. She's not going to be burning through SP. So, yeah, it's Yuri against the world. Can you do it, Yuri? I don't think you can, son. I don't think you can. Oh, that was a twitchy motherfucker. He has got quite a heavy amount of attacks. I would, at this point, I would feel a lot better if my boy Yamaraja was flagging. If my boy Yamaraja was flagging, I'd feel better about the situation I find myself in. But unfortunately, at the moment, he is not flagging. And he's also, surprisingly, considering the fact that they're not really fighting back, he's having a hard time killing my party members. Oh! We've got a flag! We've
got a man who's flagging. We've got a little flagging man. Ah, we got a dead Zhujian. We got a little bit of a dead Zhujian. Right, what we want to do is... I'm going to just use the Talisman of Luck. Because what I'm hoping... A, I'm hoping for a perfect, and I got one. That's always good news. But also B, I'm hoping for Zhujian to get a turn immediately so he can use his Nourishing Potion. That cures paralysis. I don't have any other sort of cures available with Zhujian. That's the one benefit. Alice might have a status ailment remover, which is why I would have much preferred to have had Alice. But instead I get lumbered with you stupid old man. I tell you one other thing I forgot. I forgot to give the stupid old man his new staff. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. I didn't want to resort to this, but looks like I'm gonna have to. Yep, unfortunately. I've only got one of them. So make it count, Yuri. Don't you be stoned again, son. Because otherwise this is definitely a loss. Right. So he's actually now got the ability to use his Fighting Spirit once again. So Fighting Spirit, go! Come on, guys. You can do it! You can win the video game. You can beat the big boss. And then you can probably beat the big bad boss that comes second to this big boss. Right, Yuri's in for a world of hurt. Because he's not got the world's greatest amount of health at the moment, I don't think. Well, I don't think he was full on risky, but... Ah, Zhujian, you prick! Right, we need to carry on the attack strats with Yuri. And then Zhujian is going to have to use items to heal up Yuri. Which is a problem. Because I was really hoping I'd be able to rely on Zhujian's magic. It's kind of the only useful thing the little old man does. Apart from being a little old man. Come on. No, not the petrification. Bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. Yuri, can you be? Can you be the man of the hour? I don't know. I don't know if you can. Can you pull this out of your ass? Pull victory out the ass. That's what we need you to do. Do not dress up like Peter Pan. It will not help the plan. And the plan is you win. Yes, you win. Yes, you win. Yes, you win. Win. Come on. Yuri, come on, Yuri. Please stop using the Crimson Pissing Flame. It's quite a powerful attack and it's very irritating. It's getting on my nerves. Also, not doing wonders for my hands. Because every time, Major Rumble. Major Rumble, Major Look, Major something to do with Cook. Whether that's Thomas Cook or someone else, I don't know, but... Come on, Yuri, I need you. You've just had a double turn, Yuri. Double turns are rare, but you can make the best of it. Yuri, you gorgeous, gorgeous beauty of a man. Yes, you raise your arms like Jesus Christ and explode like a brick. Good lad, Yuri, good lad. I was slightly concerned that because they were stoned, they weren't going to get experience. But that's not the case. And Zhujian has learnt Corpse Arm. I look forward to that. Assuming I get to keep it, of course. Because I got one of those nasty feelings. One of those nasty feelings. This is a double boss situation. And have you seen my health bars? They're not in the state that is required for a double bossing. And Marguerite's learned painkillers, which is going to need a lot of them, especially if they double boss me. One of every element, or several of every element in fairness. And yes, you are right to say wow, because I genuinely wasn't expecting that.
Oh, 15 years. 15 bloody fucking years, my bastard fucking cunt dream, you pricks. How dare you stand in my way? I built these chairs precisely for this occasion so that you could sit in my fucking way.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I mean, you're definitely not, love. You just knelt down. You shouldn't push yourself so hard.
Yeah. She's still connected to my building. It's not too late. If I funnel just a little more chi into the machine, my dreams will. Just a little more. Oh, just a little bit. Oh, a little bit more.
I mean, look, guys, he's an old man, he's moving slowly. Do something. What is he trying to pull? Himself off. Do something. Do something. Don't just look at him. Do not just look at him. Do not just look at him. Punch him. Yuri, go over there, punch him. Solve the problem before it becomes a problem, Yuri. Fucking bellend. I just made a wanker gesture because because just a little spark of genuine anger just flared into that tornado of mock faux anger. Just a little tiny real spark came up, burst out.
Seraphic radiance, awake from thy slumber and come before me.
See, exclamation marks. Don't just exclamation mark. Do something. And yes, Marguerite, she has a fucking gun. Bang, 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 bang.
Dead man.
Unfortunately, I'm fairly certain he was correct. It only required just a little bit more. Is he dead? Fuck yeah, he's dead. Yes, the bastard tried to lose his last bit of strength and ignite that spirit machine, even though he no longer had the strength to stand.
Roger Bacon's here.
You. Bacon. Roger Bacon? Just casually shrugs. Both sides fought valiantly indeed. For a battle between ants, I was unexpectedly moved. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I can't do angry Chinese. Or not in the sort of Chinese voice I've chosen for Zhu Zhen. Very difficult to do that angrily. But for me, I'm sure a professional could do it. But now, for the reverse Demon's Gate invocation. It's such a pity you won't get the chance to see it. Bacon! Yes! Motherfucking bacon! And perhaps one more push is in order. Again, don't just stand there. Shoot the man. Shoot the man, shoot the man. Shoot the man, punch the man. Hit the man with your stick. Break your seal, Ola. Oh, they automatically scrolled the text. I didn't catch it all. Bacon! Why are you the bacon? Yes. Hi, my lord. Good day, my lord. Why are you the bacon? Ah, one of the few sort of fully rendered FMV style cutscenes. Now you made me mad, pups.
Hey, kiddo, what do you think you're doing? Don't! No! No, he can't. Is he planning to fuse with that monster?
Oh my god! Oh golly! Is he going to fuse with the monster? Yes, he bloody is! Oh no! He's going to save the world by sacrificing himself! All those items were wasted! Everything I've done for Yuri wasted entirely!
Fusing with a god in order to defeat a god, eh? But a human will be swallowed up by the darkness, just like the other.
Bacon is the fat controller. I mean, it depends on the sort of bacon you buy. I buy a Be Good to Yourself bacon that comes with slightly less fat. So, in fairness, that is a fat control. I control the fat. No, the fat controller is bacon. Okay, so just to recap, because you might not be able to hear it as well.
Your soul is fading.
Yuri has fused with the god. His soul is now fading away, as is shown by the screen fading away. Bye-bye, Yuri. Bye-bye. And the god is overtaking Yuri because Yuri can't control the powers of a god. Everything's gone to shit. Just giving you a running commentary as best as possible. So the main character is dead. That's a bit of a shitter. Damn straight it's a bit of a shitter. He is the best character in the game, and I put all of my fucking items into him. All of my stat increase items. Gone down a fucking toilet now.
Such is the unfettered power of a god.
Oh, could you use the word unfettered?
Compared with what I had in mind, it is mere child's play. Well, for Dehuai, I suppose I must
Dehuai?
admit it's something of an achievement. Well, there's no sense in my lingering here. I believe I shall return to London and have myself a spot of tea. Well then, ta-ta, everyone.
Ta-ta!
I hope you'll come and pay me a visit there someday.
Yes. Like, I love the fact that it's an absolutely serious scene.
As they turn Shanghai to ash.
Okay, so the god has turned Shanghai to ash.
They took away so much. Thoughts, hopes, dreams.
Took away the thoughts, hopes and dreams.
As they watched their world burn, the people cried out in grief. It was like a scene from hell. One of our own making. And that night
I mean, it
was the
depends.
last
What do people
time
think?
I
Did
ever
people think
saw
that
him.
looked like a final boss? Because it was pretty difficult, and it looked a little bit like a final boss. But no, it's not. Spoiler alert, it's not a final boss. It's like about mid-ish point. It was the big mid-ish finale dramatic. I couldn't decide between the word drama and dramatic, so it became dramatic. It's way too much of it. You don't know the ending of this game. In fact, or rather, you don't know the canonical ending of this game. Because the canonical ending of this game is sad. And unfortunate. But you can do a non-canonical ending, which is not as sad. Reasonably sad, but not as sad. And there we have it. 1439 into the game. We have moved from the sort of Asian area of Shanghai, and we're in the Europe map. We're going to Prague as Alice and Zhuzhen. Why in the world are they going to Prague? Nobody knows. The Asia section end. Prague Exorcists. So I don't know precisely how many years it's meant to have been, but we may very well find out. And just so that you can enjoy it with us all, Badger Devil. You missed the Badger Devil. There's the Shadow, which is basically naked, and comes at you. His nakedness comes at you. Watch his nakedness come at you. Enjoy his nakedness coming at you. And then that's just a shadow. But then that's a man snake. And then the Rage Demon. Now, the Rage Demon looks quite peculiar at the moment, doesn't it? You know, big chap, long back, lots of torture wounds. Would you like to see it get better? He's got a massive willy. And if you do look, the protrusion in the nether region commits hideous acts. And then the Vengeance Demon does very much the same thing. He goes... So... I'm fairly confident that was the reaction all round. What the actual fuck? Ah, there we go. 6 months later, in Prague. Oh, has he seen the book? No, that is true. The book. We can deal with the book as well. Ah, another hard day's work complete. Yes, and that was just too funny. He thought it was a poltergeist. It was just the lady next door doing aerobics. Aerobics. The world's a peaceful place. Anyway, what do you say we get a bite to eat and unwind a bit? Are you asking me out for a drink? You know me too well. Ha ha, I'm a dirty old man. Right, so... Well, you're going to miss the book. Fair enough, we will have to wait. Oh, welcome back. How did the exercising go? Another case solved, I assume? Yes. Oh, please, I don't want to go around there. A dirty poster. If it has to do with spirits, leave it to us. From exorcism to finding lost objects, we're ready to help you. We're the fastest, cheapest and most skilled exorcists around. Call Alice and Zhuzhen today, is what the battered notice says. So, whoopsie doodles. Didn't mean to leave. I meant to go into the place. Oh, secrets. You've received the Zodiac bracelet, which, do you know, if you tell me the Zodiac bracelet is the thing that deals with... Yep. Although having said that, it is a double whammy. The Zodiac bracelet deals with paralysis and petrification. So it's slightly annoying that they give you the petrification item after you have to deal with petrification. You little bullshitter. Anyway, Star Brooch. I don't think we'll bother with Star Brooch. I think the best thing for her... actually, no, Man's Cross, not so much. You can keep the Star Brooch for now. I don't care enough to change it out for you. Hermit Staff, that's what we want to have a look at. Basically, I'm pretty certain it is the staff that Dwai was wielding inside of the fight, so it looks exactly the same as that. Staff of a hermit who explored the wild regions of the continent. Its scarlet colour is said to be the hermit's own blood. A valuable and powerful weapon. Yep, valuable until I get the next one. Powerful until I get the next one. Oh, fella's asleep. Guard. Sleep on duty. Tut tut tut. No, I wasn't sleeping, I was just thinking, that's all. And here we have another lottery, man. Count me in. Berserker earrings. Again, I feel like I probably want Berserker earrings now. Okay. Feel like I would be very, 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 very happy. I'm very, 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 very happy. Berserker earrings, superb. If you fall asleep right after eating, you won't turn into a cow. Don't worry. Oddly enough, I never thought that was a thing. I never once thought I would turn into a cow were I to fall asleep after eating. Berserker earrings. So HP increases by 20%. Not as good as I was hoping for. Replicas of earrings stolen and never found again from a demon statue at Shaolin Temple. When worn, they stir up the blood and increase physical strength. Oh, I see. So they do sort of I suppose a little bit. No, they don't. They don't do anything on strength, I don't think you'll find, Kane. Fairly certain they do nothing on strength. Oh well. I think Kane just lied to me. I'll live with it. I'll live with it. Plentiful saving. You can save on the map. You can save in the place. I don't know if I can access that door. No, I can't. I think the only door I'll be able to access is that one, question mark, yes. The older I get, the more often I have to... Game. Can we have words? Are you going to make me go into another toilet? I think this game is going to make me go into another toilet. Which just puts forth the record that every game I play, everything I do, I end up in a toilet. I didn't mean to leave Zhuzhen here. I had intended to talk to the dude on the corner, but it was very difficult to catch him without exiting. I heard some town in the Orient was destroyed, but what's it matter? That's a fair... a little bit unreasonable, isn't it? A happening blazes, yeah. What's this world coming to? I know. Time flies, doesn't it? I can't believe you've already been here for a month already. Are you getting acquainted with the town? Certainly looks like your business is going well. That reminds me. I should get back to work. Let me know if you need anything. Do you need anything? Right, cool. So, I don't really have a huge volume of cash, but I suppose we might as well. Oh, no, I definitely want a discount. Thank you very much. Ding, ding, ding. what we want to do is get the next level of those. I can only afford one, which I realise only affording one looks at the moment like that's reasonable, but it's not, because our dear, sweet, glorious woman who is Marguerite will be back in the party shortly. But fun fact, we are running around as Alice now. I think that's potentially the first time we have been running around as anyone other than Yuri. But with Yuri gone and forgotten, we are now running around as Alice. A silk bolero. A bolero for the rich, active young lady, made of the finest silk that has undergone a mystical process. Changes colours depending on how the light hits it. Fancy. Chainmail vest. Not quite as fancy, is it? She gets a mystical colour-changing vest thing, and he gets a chainmail vest for men. With its powerful defensive properties, it doesn't allow blades or bullets through. It may be plain, but one day you'll be glad you wore it. Silk bolero magically changes colour on the light. There's a bit of an unfortunate discrepancy between their outfits there now, isn't there? Flirtatious Urea. Welcome home, Alice. How was work? Did you find him? No, I can tell just looking at your face. I guess not. Oh, you'll find him eventually. Men always come back when they feel lonely. They do, you know. They do. So what was the book? Well, if you stick around for longer than 5 fucking minutes... Ooh, sass. You must be tired from the day's work. Take a load off and relax a while. I might consider it. When I look at my fancy new book. Whoopsie doodles. When I look at my fancy new book. The erotic book. There we go. What's this? Shanghai Angels. Yeah. That is the book everybody wants you to see. It's my erotic book. Ooh. One day I'll find a use for my erotic book, and I am about to enter the toilets. So maybe now is the time. What's the matter, Alice? You seem depressed. Are you thinking about the kid again?
Yes. He was a much better protagonist than I. I'm very good at healing, but Yuri was kind of cool and punched things in the face. I miss him already.
The softest of softcore porn. Well, in fairness, the game was never going to put hardcore porn in it. Well, I mean, it could have. I've seen plentiful games that have hardcore porn in them, but nonetheless, this one didn't want to. It just wanted penis monsters and naked people.
Oh, it's just that I can't believe it's been half a year already. I asked Marguerite to bring me to Europe, but... What? What if he's... dead?
There's a part of me thinking that if I was able to get banned from Twitch, that would be almost impressive, because I can't imagine Twitch have even the remotest level of time or patience or care for my stuff, so I suspect it would potentially fall through the cracks in a non-euphemistic fashion.
What a bit ridiculous. You know that kid's not the kind to die so easily. Even if he has been absorbed by a monster, so long as his soul remains alive, we'll meet again. And besides, your sixth sense tells you that he's still alive, right?
I'm not sure, but that's how I feel.
Shanghai Angels in English, certainly, yes.
Don't you believe that if we continue our work, we're bound to run into him again?
They probably didn't... You know, it's one of those ones where it's either going to be a brand deal, and therefore it does exist, I suppose, or they didn't want to use an existing magazine because they didn't want to get sued for, you know, any defamation that might be considered.
Yes, I did.
Inconsequential old man walks into a bar. What does he say? He says ouch, because he walked into a bar. Oh yes, that's the level. Fuck off if you don't fucking like it. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you at this hour?
I heard I could find some exorcists here.
I suppose being called Terry, I might give him a, you know, like Big Tell.
Right, fuck you, I'm Big Tell. I want some exorcists.
If you've come looking for us, I assume you need something exorcised. We exorcise children, pets, wives.
Yeah, my name is Terry. My name is Big Tell.
came from Bistritz, a small village east of here. I run a general store. Bistritz? That's quite a trip. It must have been a hard journey. By the look on your face, I'd say you must have a good reason. Why don't you tell us your story?
Terry, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Terry? You've been struck by a smooth Terry. Right, I missed that piece. Right, it's like this village attacks. Blast, I missed it on the stream play as well. Vicious are monsters. It started about a month ago. Every night, dark shadows surround the village. They're not human. No matter how many bullets they take, they don't die. So many villagers have lost their lives. I heard a rumour about you from a friend, so here I am. Are they ghosts or demons, I wonder? Go on, tell us everything you know. Well, Bistritz is a small village located about 2 days' walk east of here. The Lord used to rule the village, but his bloodline died out some 300 years ago. The strange thing is that since the attacks began, there have been lights seen in the castle windows. Are the monsters in the castle related anyway? Oh no, there's no history of any of our liege lords ever attacking these people. However, in the off chance that it does involve the castle, I would like you to investigate. I'm here on behalf of my village to ask for your assistance. Will you accept the job? Ooh, the more I do it, the more it's slowly becoming a hitcher. Let me put you in the picture. 1. Getting rid of the monsters attacking the village. 2. Investigating the Lord's castle. The Lord's asshole. Yes, even at this very moment, the monsters... It's vampires! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! It is vampires, but not in the way you think it is. Baby, it is vampires, though. Yes, even at this very moment, the monsters are preying on my village. I'm so worried about my wife and daughter. You're our only hope. Mexican vampire? Why would it be Mexican? We're going to Bistritz. Let's check it out, Suzanne. Marguerite should be back soon too. Which is lucky, because you two fuckers will stand no chance in a fight. Marguerite's the one who's going to have to carry this fest of all the way home.